Okay, so let's try this one. All right, so what'd y'all do on this? And did you use 5 and 11?
Yes.
For the FOIL. 5A, 11A, either order doesn't matter. 5 times 11 is 55, right? And then so we get the front. Now how are you going to get the 3 in the back? What times what's 3?
1.
Yeah, 3 and 1. So if I go 1 like this and 3 like that, oh, that's going to work. Let me do it wrong first. 3 and 1. That will not work. All right, let's see it. Let's see how we know this is actually not correct.
I think that's the correct one.
Well, let's try it. Okay, so front times front, last times last, that's all good. Now try the happy face arcs. The 2 inner, the 2 outer. 3 times 11, 33. 5 times 1 is 5. How can that make the middle of minus 26A?
Yeah.
It's not going to work. No way 33 and 5, if you subtract them, that's 28, not 26, huh? It's not working, so whenever it doesn't work, we switch the order on the back too. So switch the order. 1 goes here, the 3 goes there. Try it again. The 2 inner makes 11A, the 2 outer makes 15A. Now those two can make minus 26A. How so? What signs do they need? Both negative. That'll work. Both negative. There it is. And 2 negatives do multiply to be positive 3. So it's all good. Is that good on that? Questions? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so try that one. 12x squared minus 13x minus 14. Okay, yeah, that other one I sent showed up now. 5.4 part 1. So is this one coming out for y'all? So FOIL, 2 parentheses. So 4x and 3x, or 3 and 4. The order on the first 2 doesn't matter, but the order on the back 2 will, huh? It's 4 times 3. Now what multiplies to be 14? 2 times 7. Now when it comes to the 2 and 7, could I put the 2 there in the same parenthesis with the 4? That's the rule you're talking about, right? Can't do that one, Alex, as you know very well. So, so can't, because they have 2 in common. So instead, the 7 goes there and the 2 goes there. Right? Let's check the 2 inner, the 2 outer. See if we've got happiness here. 21x, 8x. Can they make the middle minus 13x? Yes, the sign in the middle goes on the bigger. Right? That'll make minus 13x. Minus 21 plus 8, check it on your calculator, makes minus 13. So this sign goes straight up there, and the back one, bottom one goes to the back. There we go. Is that good? No questions on that one? All is well? Okay, let's go. One. It's number 18 here. 18q squared, that's a q. Minus 9qt minus 14t squared. All right, try that one. So with that 18, is it 3 times 6? Could be 2 times 9. Probably 3 times 6. 3 and 6 are closer together, so it's probably 6 and 3. So I'll go 6q, 3q, but I'm not sure. All right, so that's the F, probably. And then for the L, what times what's 14? 2 and 7. Now, could the 2 be here with the 6 in the same parenthesis together? No way, because they have 2 in common. You can factor 2 out. Can't do it. So, 7 here, 2 there. Right? Give it a try. Let's see if that's right. Try the happy face arcs. 2 inner, 2 outer. 21q, 12q. Can they make the middle of minus? Oh, I forgot the t's. There's t squared on the right. So that means there have to be t's in the right of each parenthesis. You with me? Right, everybody see the letter pattern? Right, everybody okay with the letter pattern? If there's q squared on the left, there's q in the left of each parenthesis. If there's t squared on the right, there's t's in the right of each parenthesis. Huh? That's easy enough. And these are 21 qt and 12 QT, and they have to make the middle minus 9 QT. Do they? How can a 21 and a 12 make minus 9? The sign must go on the bigger, huh? Minus 21 plus 12. So the sign floats straight up, blah, 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 and the bottom to the back, and there we go. It's all perfect. Get the hang of these?
I started out with 9 times 2.
Right.
18. Totally messed me up.
Right. Now, you know, why should we start? It could be 9 times 2.
Closer.
3 and 6 they're only 3 apart, 9 and 2 are 7 apart.
Right.
Yeah, now it could be 9 and 2. Every now and then they'll throw a curveball, throw a weird one, and it won't be the 2 that are closer, but 90% of the time it's 2 closer. Even 95% of the time, I think. All right. Good?
Yes.
All right. All right. Let's try this one. Alex.
Is it viable to take out GCF from the secondary?
It's got to be all 3 or nothing.
So you wouldn't separate into the second one with the GCF? Like,
Let me see what you got. Okay, so FOIL, 2 parentheses, front times, what times what's 6a squared? That work out, Alex? 3a, 2a, or 2 and 3, the order doesn't matter in the first 2. Okay, now for the last, what times what makes 63? 7 and 9. Now, could I put the 9 here with the 3? No, they can't be in the same parenthesis because they'd have 3 in common. Never going to happen, right? So the 7 has to go here and the 9 back there. Or if you have the 2 and the 3 switch, then it's the other way, right? So whatever, the 2 has to be the same parenthesis with the 9 and the 3 with the 7. Okay, let's try it. Just do the happy face arcs. The 2 enter, the 2 out. This makes 14a. This makes 27a. They've got to make plus 13, the middle, right? Just bring the middle on down. How can they make plus 13? Well, the bigger one has to be plus and this one minus. Yep, that does it, huh? So how do the signs go? This floats right here, the bottom to the back. Boom. It's getting easy now, right? The hard ones are getting easy?
Don't we have a D on the end?
Oh, thank you. Yep, D squared on the right. So D's in the right of each parenthesis. Thank you. And there we go. I was just testing you. Right. Well done, Melody and everybody on that one.
Extra credit?
Yes, certainly. All right, good. Okay. Okay. Six W cubed minus 21W squared plus 9W. All right, so remember on this one, what do you notice? What's different now about this one from the other ones we were looking at? Good, there's stuff in common. So this would be the kind you'd look down at the multiple choice options, right? And you'd see a few of the options on the multiple choice thing would have what? 3 and W in the front. And you would go, oh. So give that a try. So remember, you got to do 3 and W and 1 big parenthesis first. You can't jump right to the 2. When you do the GCF thing, because they all have something in common. We haven't had anything in common up to now. You guys with me? Do you see why we're suddenly doing this? Look back to the last one. Look at this. 6, 13, and 63. What goes in all? Nothing. Nothing goes in 13. So there's nothing in common. Do they all have an A? No, the back one didn't have any. Do they all have a D? No, the front one didn't. So we never had anything in common on these other ones. But now, on this one, you look and go, look, they all have a W, and they all have 3 going into them. So sometimes they get a little easier when you take out the GCF, actually, huh? take it from there. All right, so yeah, so on the first one, make sure, whatever you put in here, make sure it works. Remember with GCFs, it's all about make sure it works. So for example, it's really easy to go like w squared minus 7w plus 3, but that's wrong. So whenever you do it, check. Go, let me see, 3w times this. What is that? Oh, that's not going back to 6. Oh, I need the 2. Right?
Yes.
Double check. Double check. 3 times 7, does that go back? Yes, it does. 3 times 3 go back? Yes, it does. So then you know you got it right, right? Even I, who do this for a living, hours a day for 20-something years now, double check when I pull out a GCF. Because it's just easy to accidentally do one little thing wrong. So just on your test, take this and just go boom, 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 and just make sure it's going back boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Make sure it's going back like that. Okay, now we did the one big parenthesis. Now we go to the 2. So we leave the 3w in the front. We're going to go to 2 parentheses. Okay, and we're going to go front times front to make front. That'd be 2w and plain w. Makes 2w squared. And last times last to make 3, that's going to be 3 and 1, but we don't know what order. I could put 3 here and 1 there, but I'll be wrong. Let's see why that's not correct. So I'm thinking about FOIL, huh? It's all about the FOIL thing. So the 2 inner, the 2 outer, the happy face arcs. The 2 inner makes 3. No signs yet. Notice I don't put the signs on till after. 2 inner makes 3w, 2 outer makes 2w. How can they make the middle term, which is what? Minus 7w. Oh yeah. Good point, Jose. When we do a GCF, then it changes the middle, and you got to grab that middle. Yeah, don't go all the way back on that one because that still has stuff in common. Hadn't taken out the GCF yet. Yeah, just go back to here. Yeah, good question. Now, can 3 and 2 make 7?
No.
No way, right? 3 and 2 are not going to make 7. So that makes me go, oh, what do you do? What do you try right away to fix it? What's your first attempt? Switch the back 2, right? Switch the back 2. 1 there, 3 there. Let's try that. 2 inner, 2 out, 2 inner make 1w, 2 outer make 6w. How can they, now, can they make minus 7w? Think about money. What do you got to do with money to lose $7? You got to lose $1 and you got to lose $6. Then you've lost $7. Is that good? So there's our signs, both minus. And the 2 minuses do multiply to be plus 3, don't they? It's all right. How are we doing? Are we happy about this? This is the hardest thing in the chapter. This for sure is. As bad as it gets. Yeah? So if you're doing good, you're good? This is super important for the rest of the next class, the class after. Like I said, factoring is the main dish, really, that leads to so many things in the next 2 classes. You want to be good at factoring. The minuses in the front. Okay, so you're going to go minus a squared plus 13a minus 36. All right, actually, let me move this up a little higher, get a little more room here. Minus a squared plus 13a minus 36. Minus in the front. What do? Take out GCF minus 1. 1 big parenthesis, all signs inside change. You know what I'm talking about? So you put a minus 1 in the front. All the signs inside change. And you got to do the 1 big parenthesis. So that's what you always do when there's a minus in the front. You got to take out a negative 1 big parenthesis. That'll change all the signs on the inside. So we'll get plus a squared minus 13a plus 36. Does that make sense? Because minus 1 times a squared, minus times minus, and minus times plus. See how that works? So keep going from there. So you're getting it to work from there. Seeing what the combo is. So leave the minus 1 in the front, the 2 parentheses. We're talking about FOIL. Right, front times front to be a squared. A and A. And then last times last to be 36. Now there's a few options for 36. Could be 6 and 6, but that's not going to work for the middle, right? You can try it. You'll see it won't work. The 2 inner, the 2 outer, right? 6A, 6A. That's not going to make minus 13A in the middle. 6 and 6 make 12, not minus 13. So it's not 6 and 6. What else can we try?
4 and 9.
Yeah, you guys are on it. 4 and 9. Because that will work, won't it? The 2 inner makes 4A, the 2 outer makes 9A. So that can make minus 13A. What signs do they need? Both negative, negative 4 and negative 9. There we go. Good? All right. All right, let's try that one. Minus 8x squared minus x plus 9. They're giving us a big speech there. If a trinomial has a negative coefficient for the squared term, it is usually easier to factor by first factoring out the common factor negative 1. I agree. Use this method. I totally agree. All right, so we'll do it. Sometimes they don't always do it that way. I'm glad they've come around to my way of thinking. So minus 8x squared minus x plus 9. So they're basically saying the same thing I said. Take out the negative 1 with the 1 big parenthesis. Then do the 2. All right. So what do you do first when you got a minus in the front?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. All the signs change. 8x squared plus x minus 9. Good. The numbers don't change, just the signs. Minus 1 in the front. Right? Okay, now leave that minus 1 in the front, do the 2 parentheses, and we're thinking FOIL. Okay, so how are we going to do the FOIL thing? Well, it's natural to think I'll do 4x and 2x, right? Because 2 times 4, 4 times 2, whatever is 8. It's just not going to work. You can try it every combination you want. It just isn't going to happen. Let me just try real quick. If you do 3 and 3 for the 9 at the back, the 2 inner makes 6x, the 2 outer makes 12x. How can 6x and 12x make the middle? What's the middle here? I used up too much room there. Let me try again. The 2 inner makes 6x, the 2 outer makes 12x. The middle is plus 1x, right? Can 6 and 12 make plus 1? No way. So it's not going to work. No way 6 and 12 can make plus 1. So you think, okay, it's not 3 and 3. Well, what about, instead of 2 and 4, what else could I do? Yeah, 8x and 1x, right? And then Now, I could still do 3 and 3 at the back. It's not gonna work either, because then you would get 3x and 24x. They're not gonna make 1. And then you go, oh, instead of 3 and 3, it's 9 and 1. But not in that order. I'm doing everything wrong I can. It won't work in that order. How do you know? Well, because when you do the arcs, it just doesn't work. 1 times 1 is 1. 9 times 8 is 72. 1 and 72 is not going to make 1. So finally, after doing everything possibly wrong, unless you're like Elizabeth who just gets it on the first guess like that, then you do 9 and 1 there like that. Now it'll work. All the combos will work. But it doesn't matter if you're a lucky guesser or not. As long as you know the method, you can get it reliably. All right, the 2 inner make 9x, the 2 outer make 8x. How can they make, now it's time for the signs. So how can a 2 inner 9x, 2 outer 8x make plus what? So make sure you're always taking that sign from the middle, and when we do GCF, it's not, you don't go all the way back, right? Not for GCF, it's just this one.
Yep.
Plus 1x. How can a 9 and an 8 make plus 1? Yeah, bigger. Plus 9 minus 8. So plus on the 9 minus there. There it is. Or you could have the minus 1 in the front, have the 1x minus 1 come in first, and the 8x plus 9 come in second. Either way. Good on that? Questions on that?
It took me a little while to figure that out, but I did it.
Yes. It's tricky with a lot of combinations.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well,